I strongly dislike the current Iranian and Chinese regimes, but there is a case to be made that the current status quo should be kept. This video will cover the Iran and China situation that nobody is talking about. Iran is Islamic on the surface and Christian underground. In fact, Christianity is one of the fastest growing religions in Iran. I find this disappointing because Iranians have their own native religions. They have Zoroastrianism and Mithra. There is no need to embrace a foreign religion like Christianity, especially since it is heavily based on Zoroastrianism itself. But it is what it is. The Iranians can do what they want. I don't care. The problem comes after something happens to the current Iranian regime. There is a strong possibility that a Christian civil war could break out if the current status quo disappears in the country. Because this is Christianity in a nutshell. This is Christian history. It is one Christian civil war after another, and I doubt Iran would be the one to stop this trend. China faces a similar situation. Christianity is the fastest growing religion in China, but most people practice it underground. The leadership in China does not want Christianity to get out of control. If it were to get out of control, then that could potentially lead to the government losing its power. The problem with China is that it has a massive population. If a Christian civil war were to start in China, then it will be on a massive scale. I would prefer that the Chinese people go back to their roots, embracing China's multiple forms of paganism, like Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism. But that's wishful thinking at this point. Chinese Christians are split between a Protestant majority and a Catholic minority. Many of the Catholics are loyal to the Vatican and not Beijing. I do not think many people are prepared for what comes after one of these regimes collapses. Chinese history is filled with massive civil wars, so another civil war would not be new for them. But I do not think the Iranian people are as prepared. If a Christian civil war were to break out there, then it could have far-reaching ramifications for the rest of the Middle East. It is also unclear if Israel would support Christians taking over the country. Israel tends to frown upon Christianity and would prefer having Muslims in a position of power. There are numerous Jewish people that view Christianity as their number one enemy. This means that a conflict between Israel and Iran could last for a very long time. The animosity between these two states could end up destroying the rest of the region. I am not worried about what happens as an American. Iran does not have the capability to colonize America. They can do some stuff to us, but what they can do is very limited. China is a bigger problem, especially if it becomes destabilized. But they don't have the necessary logistics to put boots on the ground in the US. China is a bigger problem for cybersecurity, economic, and geopolitical reasons. I wanted to make this video because nobody is talking about what comes after a regime change in Iran or China. Civil wars are a real possibility that people should consider. Thanks for listening. Have a fantastic day or night.